What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Key City. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm gonna be talking about various articles tonight. We got some reactions and some gameplay. Not gonna be playing anything new right now. I'm gonna be playing like I wanna finish the Resident Evil game, so I'm been working on that. And Liza P. So you can now rewind Twitch live streams, but there's a catch. Twitch CEO Dan Clancy unveils the long requested rewind feature and explains why it's not going wide just yet. If you ever wanted to rewind the Twitch stream, that long awaited feature is now finally at hand. Twitch CEO Dan Clancy has announced that pause and rewind options were added to the service this week, with some notable exceptions. Clancy made the announcement during a live stream via The Verge and noted that it is currently limited to Twitch Turbo subscribers or for all channels that users are individually subscribed to. However, it's not available on mobile yet, so you can only do it on a PC. It's a feature I've been looking forward to us getting out, said Clancy. It keeps viewers connected as they pause or rewind. That continues to stay live, so you can see the hype and understand what's happening in the live stream. The idea is that you're still there and you can catch up. So when a Twitch streamer say like I'm Kai Cenat, right? You know, I ain't got a lot of people that subscribe, so I hit them, send them with ads, send them like 7-10 ads, right? They can't watch, they gotta watch the ads before they can watch me, and I'm still doing my video, so they can probably like just go back or like, you know, see what else he was like talking about before he like put the ads in. But it says he has to be subscribed to them or something like that. Yeah, Twitch Turbo. What is Twitch Turbo subscribers? What is that? That like a subscription, or for channels that are usually or individually subscribed to? So yeah, I guess you can go back on certain channels. That should have been a feature, bro. YouTube already had this, bro. Y'all are so behind. Get with the times, Twitch. Come on now. Twitch streamers will have to activate the rewind and pause option on their end, and that feature is limited to users who are affiliated or partnered with Twitch. Okay. Clancy indicated that the feature will eventually be added to mobile. There will be a phased rollout to everyone on Twitch in the future. One of Clancy's stated reasons for not immediately going wide with this feature is that Twitch wants to make sure rewind can be used to sidestep ads. Yeah, it can't be used to sidestep ads. Like I said, what you could use it for. Insane. Sidestep ads on the platform. He also indicated that rewind won't be available for DJ channels because of rights issues. Twitch remains one of the top platform streamers and recently helped elevated the indie horror game No, I'm Not a Human. I'll play that game. Okay. So yeah, you can now rewind and fast forward videos on Twitch now while they're live. That should have been the thing on here. I'm surprised they never had it. Alright, now we got some news for GTA 6 from the former vice president. He explains why Bully 2 never happened. In 2020, Rockstar Games co-founder Dan Houser left the company after over 2 decades as one of the driving forces behind the Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption franchise. While Houser has since launched a new company, Absurd Ventures, he recently shared his thoughts on Grand Theft Auto 6 and explained why Bully 2 never materialized. Hold on. This guy Houser, did he make that new game that came out this year? It was like a GTA clone. Or what was that game called, bruh? What was that game called, bro? It got such bad reviews. It was like a future cyberpunk based game. I gotta look it up. It came out this year. released 2025. I forgot the game that was. I forgot what that game was called. It's like some cyberpunk type game, bro. It was really bad, bro. I don't think he made this game. It was a different. It was a. I think it was the other guy. But anyway, during a panel appearance at Los Angeles Comic Con, Hauser was asked about how he feels regarding GTA 6, the first Grand Theft Auto game in decades that he had no involvement with. I think it's a great privilege to have worked on something that big, you know. I wrote the last 10 or 11 of them, so I think the world's probably had enough GTA for me. That's not true, bruh. There's always a new story, so excuse me, it's not going to be a story that I wrote or a character set that I developed. I think it's going to be exciting. The game will be great, I'm sure. Yeah, where he talks about Bully. Hauser previously voiced his desire to see a sequel to Bully, the 2006 game set at a boarding school, when he was asked about the reasons why Bully 2 didn't come to pass. Hauser cited bandwidth issues before adding. If you got a small lead creative team and a small senior leadership crew, you just can't do all the projects you want. With certainly how we're structuring it, we were trying to do two projects with a very fairly small team, and just really trying to think through that. How can we do that and keep them both moving? So what else was he working on? Picking a favorite game from his time, Rockstar proved to be difficult for Hauser. He noted that Red Dead Redemption 2 was the best thing I worked on, and the best single kind of realization of open world storytelling, thematic consistency, and understanding how the games are assembled to take you on an emotional journey. He also saw GTA 4 and 5, Bully, and Red Dead, and some of his best experience at Rockstar. Hauser next comic book miniseries called American Casper, which will be released by Dark Horse Comics on November 12th. So something about, forget all that. Something about bandwidth issues before adding. What does that mean entirely? So this means the company decided to upgrade its internet plan. So they upgraded their internet plan without adding Bully. So now they can't make a new one. That doesn't make sense. Or maybe I'm just not reading it right. Let me see what they're saying. What other people are saying. I find it hard to take him seriously. How does a co-founder of a billion-dollar company leave and open another company from scratch? I always question why someone would leave something so successful. I understood Vince and Jason leaving the company in Infinity War because they were fired from Activision, but Take-Two didn't fire Hauser. To go do something you want to do, not everything's about money all the time. Maybe he felt GTA was no longer in it. If he felt that, maybe he can start maybe a Bully 2 or something like similar to it. Shit. We will love a Bully 2. I would love that so bad, bro. I gotta play the first one again. I haven't played that in such a long time either. Okay. So something about Fortnite. Got some Fortnite news. Fortnite disables John Cena emo after a major Peacemaker Season 2 twist. So yeah, I've seen some stuff on Twitter where how the new season is like not Homelander. Peacemaker goes into some alternative dimension or something like that, and America's like how it is right now, like all Nazi and shit. Like people are just being really crazy and weird. And I guess he did like a. Let me just read it. Epic Games has announced that Fortnite emote associated with retiring WWE superstar, current movie megastar John Cena, has been disabled, maybe indefinitely, because of its possible Nazi connection. Yeah, peaceful hips, an emote in a popular battle royale shooter. Let me click on that. Nah, it's making a fucking swastika, bruh. Fortnite decided to add that to the game, bruh. That's what we promote. Epic Games. We promote Nazism, fascism. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Peaceful Hips is an emote in the popular battle royale shooter. It was created in collaboration between James Gunn's DC show Peacemaker and Epic Games. The emote sees your character goofily rotating their hips before making alternative L shapes with their arms. If you watch Peacemaker, then you're familiar with this dance. It's when Cena performs in the second season's opening montage. Is awkward and stiff, which is what was supposed to make a lighthearted gaffe, particularly given the character's often violent personality. However, with the show's latest episode, the quirky dance and the Fortnite emote has taken a whole new meaning. They out here letting people do like making swastikas in the kids game. That's what y'all like, Epic? Title Ignorance is Chris. So yeah, this is for a season 2 spoiler. So let me just summarize it. The version of the US shows a true Anglo state where there are only white people and the stars of the American flag is being replaced with a swastika. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. It's the fact that unlocks the new meaning behind Peacemaker's dance. In opening season 2, those alternative L shapes he's making with his arm stands for the swastika. So some fans pointed this out on Twitter. Epic Games has pulled the emote offline. They pulled that shit immediately. They was like, hell nah, bro. They are a multi-billion-dollar company, bro. They will be damned if they let this slide. They said we're disabling the peaceful hips emote in Fortnite as we inquire into our partner's creative intentions in this collab emote. Assuming it's not coming back, we'll issue a refund. That's crazy, bro. That's kind of hilarious, actually. Game show James Runner has a public commented on the situation. However, Gunn promoted the collab, considering how frequently he posts on social media sites. So he just said, yeah, go ahead and take the swastika emote. Y'all can go ahead and put it in y'all game. Oh my god, they should have put it in Wolfenstein, bro. Why in Fortnite? They should have put it in Wolfenstein or like Call of Duty or something. Nazi zombies or some shit. Fuck all Nazis, bro. Alright. 2K. This ain't got nothing to do with gaming. Like, there's no glitches. There's like no new season. It's NBA 2K26 players are making bloody Charlie Kirk characters and taking them online. I gotta see what that looks like, bruh. Oh my god. Oh, that is crazy. Bro, can I show this? That's insane. You niggas are sick, bruh. This is crazy. People using the video game character creators to make real world people is nothing new, right? I've seen all types of people make all types of characters, bruh. They got from the drippy god face to fucking who, like Peter Griffin. Like, this is some random people. You can literally just make anybody you want to with the face scan, or if you're just really creative with the character slots. As character creators get better, people are making nearly one-on-one recreations of celebrities, characters from other games, and digital versions of themselves. That is normally all well and good, but now NBA 2K26 players have started recreating Charlie Kirk, the right-wing commentator who was assassinated at Utah Valley University earlier this month. And they're using the basketball game's tattoo option to add another detail. If you don't know, he was fatally shot in the neck, and there's been footage, and there's been a lot of online jokes regarding the reference, and the irony of his final words being about gun violence. AI mock-ups of gunplay models, decapitating or devastating Kirk at the moment of the bullet struck. How fast did they take this off, bruh? How fast? Interactive. The game's character creator has neck tattoos of some which look like blood drips and splatters when colored red. And now some players are putting those tattoos on their recreations of Kirk, taking these custom characters online. And some of you they has a tutorial right here on how to make it. This is crazy, bruh. This is actually insane. Some of these recreations are meant to be supportive of Kirk. Really? Really? That seems like they're mocking him. While others clearly not so. I guess another result of character creators is getting as good as they have, and people using them to make real humans and going the extra step for the meme. Kirk's death has been a major talking point in all sides popular culture since he was shot on September 10th. The event has become a catalyst for reviving old, debunked talking points about the connection between video games and real-world violence. Additionally, comments made by the late night host Jimmy Kimmel stating that the right was trying to score points off the killing led to his show being temporarily taken off the airflows, blah blah blah. Yeah, and then they boycotted fucking Disney and shit. But yeah, bruh. This. Hold on. Bro, this. Pause this. This is insane. Like, bro, I've seen worse though. Not gonna lie. Remember when 2K? I think it was when you can have like custom emotes. Not emotes. Like custom clothes you can make. Like jerseys. Yeah, 2K24. Is that what it was? Bro, people had all types of crazy shit in 2K, in that 2K, bro. People had like the Walmart jerseys. And then people were like being crazy. They was making like Klansman outfits. Not like, bro, they was making all types of crazy shit. Let me see if I can find some, bro. I think it was like 2K. Bro, where were they, bro? I remember like the Walmart ones, and the people were making like chains, like they was making like all types of crazy shit. I need to find it. Let me find it real quick. I think I'm gonna say 2K24, maybe, yeah, 24. Oh, I can't find it, but they had to take it off because people were like making like crazy shit on there. But yeah, this is wild. But I've seen crazier, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen crazier. I wonder how fast they're gonna take that off. Last but not least, we have EA wants to sell their company and go private. Let's see how much money EA is worth before like we even continue. They're up 8%. They're up 4% today. Let me see they're worth $202 right now. Yeah, their stocks keep going up. Oops. Their stock price is like $200. It's pretty expensive right now. But what are they worth? Yeah, it's worth 50 point. What was it? $50.55 billion, bro. And that's how much they're gonna sell for. Electronics Arts, aka EA, might be returning to being a private company. Oh, I didn't know they were private at first. According to a new report from the Wall Street Journal, EA is deep in discussion on a $50 billion deal that would take the company private. Excuse me. The report claims that investors include Silver Lake and Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. This deal, according to the outlet source, could be announced as soon as next week. Discussions on price are still underway, but the deal could value EA at much as 50 billion. The WSJ says, while noticing that its market value was roughly 43 million prior to details of the talks going public. The PIF already owns 10% of stake that is purchased in the 2023. Silver Lake, on the other hand, doesn't have any stake currently in the company, but it does have partial ownership of Unity, which EA has used for past titles. Should the EA sales happen, WSJ believes it will become the largest leverage buyout ever, not adjusting to inflation. The current largest buyout is the sales of TXU in 2007 for 32 billion. As of publishing, EA stocks has risen nearly 15% since news of the deal was first reported. The company's next earnings call is scheduled October 28th. That's going to be next month. None of EA, the PIF, or Silver Lake have committed publicity on the matter. Insider Gaming has reached out to all three for comment on this report. Though unlikely, should a response be received, it will be added to the story. They're gonna sell, bruh. Silver Lake bought Endeavor out, and it seems they'll sell TKO to the Saudis. The question is, with UFC under EA, will they also move WE to EA? What about other games? Could Def Jam come back? Probably not. SSX, NBA Street would be fire. Also, if the Saudi owns games like Apex, would it need to change or get scrapped? That's cool. He is gonna sell their game, sell their name. I didn't know they were private though. I wonder what does that mean to go private though? I'm gonna look that up. When a company goes private. When a company goes private, it is delisted from public stock exchange. You seen? Oh, meaning nobody can buy stocks anymore. Be publicly traded and owned by the general investigation public. Control of the company shifts to a select group of private shareholders, such as individuals, privately equity firm, or management team, who buys out the existing public shareholders, often at a premium price. This allows the company to escape the regulatory scrutiny, reporting requirements, and pressure for short-term performance associated with being a public entity, enabling focus on long-term goals and strategic changes. Damn. I wonder what that'll mean for games now.